Welcome to the Guild of Icons. Tonight's episode is the finale of the Candlelaw arc, and it is all happening in real time. So we're going to go as quickly as we can.
But first, happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday, Nick.
I figured that by you lot not wanting to waste time so that your characters don't die at the end, I'd avoid the happy birthday, but here we are. Anyway, they want to be quick.
Say happy birthday to you.
I'm going to do a very, very brief recap. You are all in Petra's house. Gargoyle is unconscious. You've just killed Alana number 1. Alana number 3 has helped you do so. You have revived Petra, who then slugged Alana number 3 in the face. Grounded died and has come back to life after strangling Alana in the afterlife. And there is a riot going on, a prison riot, and we start with you in Petra's house as you hear a sound only Gargoyles heard before, which is a constant peal of bells, which are the university's way of signaling that there is an emergency situation and there is a lockdown in place.
Okay, so for anybody who's counting, that means that we killed Alana number 1 and we killed her in the afterlife. So we've killed 2 Alanas. I expect there to be no Alana problems going forward.
Yeah.
Okay, question. Why is Gargoyle unconscious again?
Saving your life.
Oh, right.
Well,
in that case...
delayed saving your life. You were dead for like a time.
It's the thought that counts.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to get my healer's kit out and revive him with 1 hit point.
All right, Gargoyle.
I didn't lose my hit points.
You're back up anyway. Time as Hannah/Keith is very good to remind you of. Yes, so what are you doing?
We need to go to Whisperwatch.
Yeah. We need a Whisperwatch.
You're right near Whisperwatch, so that's not going to take much time at all. So you race over to Whisperwatch, and Etheric is in there. Looks over at all of you and goes, related to the riot, I assume?
Oh, yeah. Would you like the good news or the bad news?
Start with the bad news.
Everything's going to shit. We're dipping.
You're giving up.
We won. We got our objective. We're just leaving before things get worse.
You know how you said that you should raise Candlelaw to the ground?
Yes.
We might have done that.
That's going to be taken care of soon enough. And then Gargoyle makes a hand gesture to Molly, and Molly opens up and he takes out the flask. Here's the good news.
It's a flask.
There's a beholder in there.
You have a very funny definition of good news. Is it Virixis?
Yes.
Oh, that is good news then. I was really only joking. I don't know how to put it, but you have a way of encountering beholders.
I'm trying to cut down on it.
It is not great, honestly. I hate that part of this profession.
I think it's just part of Gargoyle.
Eric, is there any post for me?
Well, now you mention it, yes. And hands you a small wrapped parcel. Why don't you tell me what's in it?
So Hannah takes the parcel and unwraps it, and inside it are what appear to be two conical-like objects with rope, with like a rope at the bottom that's slightly oiled. One of them is painted white, one's painted black. Just need to use your window for a moment. I'm just walking over to it and just putting the fireworks in front of the window frame, lighting the fuses.
Okay, you launch those fireworks, and I need you roll me.
There's a nice crystallized shape of the quarreling lovers in the sky now.
Excellent. Now, please roll me 2d100, as that is how many people are going to be in Hannah's second riot, which she has been planning all this time.
2d100, you say?
2d100 for the number of people in Hannah's riot, and I will be tracking this.
Were you secretly going to destroy Cadmore?
Yes.
You shouldn't have.
Okay, I'm not sure if you can see that. That's a 9 star in the first one.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Also, I have something to post.
And just 10 for the second one, not 100.
Just 10, so 109. Okay. I will just narrate what happens to the start of all this, because I have events down for every timestamp, and 7:30 is the first one. We'll get to your post in just a second, though, Eao. So the firework is launched, and Hannah's essentially sleeper agents, basically people who, members of the crew, have been inciting people to rise up, cause them to do so. A fight breaks out at the Portalarium. And
I have a feeling we're not going to have a problem getting to the boat at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. We'll see how many of your rioters just died. 29. Okay. Well, that's easy maths for me then. That means there's now 80 left. Yes. So, and D20 Inquisitors. 19! Excellent. There's far fewer Inquisitors. That's why it's D20. So... Wow, okay, yeah, they're down pretty low already on the Inquisitors. So that happens at the same time. The prison riot. Now, you're not going to be here for every event. I'm just going to tell you a history of it so you don't get surprised. The prison riot has now reached the shopping district, and they are starting to loot the shops for magic items. At the same time, over in the School of Evocation, Toasted Salucci is firing up a concentrated fire experiment aimed at one of the riots. Let's see which one it aims at. With my new coin. Ah, excellent. Ooh. It's going to be the prison riot. And not Toasted Salucci exploding. Prison riot loses 30 people in a fireball.
I've just realized that we've gotten to Hannah's dream of outsourcing having to deal with Alana.
Oh, yes. Meanwhile, Candlebones has just headed topside and started to loot these schools of magic in the southern end of Candle. That's Illusion and Evocation. And the brass cannons have just brought Sailor to Foul Leg Robert. Okay, Eao, you wanted to post something.
Yeah, who's the current headmaster of Cantlor?
There isn't one. We've kind of not had one since the last one died.
Then who's in charge?
It's sort of a committee thing. We get together every month.
There was a vice chancellor, wasn't there? Remember he had a word with us, didn't he, before they went and killed Merithwith's homunculus.
Yes, there is a vice chancellor who sort of acts as a figurehead, if that's who you mean. They do the ceremonies, the graduations and the like.
Okay, excellent. Can you post this to them? And I hand the postmaster the safety survey.
Okay. Well, feels a little uncouth to ask for money for this now, but okay. And again, flings it up in the air and it flies through a series of tubes and out the window. Anything else? What's the state of the mirror run?
3, 2. 2 locks remain.
Okay. Well,
it's been looted today.
Undoing it and redoing it from scratch is probably not the way to go then. I have to go. And he...
A second. Merifrith Winifrith is dead, if that's important to you. I don't know. He seems to be wrapped up in a lot of people's lives.
He already was. Pulls out a potion, drinks it, and darts into a mirror.
He has the flask, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank goodness.
So yes, Theric has disappeared into the mirror run.
Okay, closest to Whisperwatch is Overlook Tavern.
Yep, you can head straight over there. It's basically next door. So you arrive at the Overlook Tavern, and the brass cannon's there, 2 Dimbles, of course, and Foul-Legged Robert. Foul-Legged Robert is looking nervously out of the window, sort of twitching the curtains, because the shops are not that far away from the stacks and from the Overlook Tavern, and he can sort of see them approaching. He's holding his crossbow, loaded with a walloping bolt. But he sees you approaching and gestures for someone to open the door for you, and you're able to come on in. And in fact, it's probably Dimbles 2 Doubles who lets you in. And go on, it's madness out there.
Yes, we're aware.
If any of you are on the fence about leaving Cantlore, you might want to do it immediately.
Yes.
We have a boat down at the docks. We're just rounding up everyone who we want to leave with, and we're heading out.
A boat? All right. That sounds good. Down at the docks.
We have a prison riot. We have a second riot as well.
A what?
Riot.
I've been busy.
Oh, I bet you have. All right then. What do we do with this? And they gesture at the iron flask that has... actually, no, Sailor's out of the iron flask now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the iron flask that Sailor was in was the one I gave.
Yeah, exactly. So they gesture to Sailor. What do we do with this?
Sailor, probably safer if you come with us. I don't think that the brass cannons have regained their composure entirely yet.
Well, we're doing our best. And meanwhile, Toadie's downing a pint.
Well,
That's how they get their spell slots back.
Anyone else need to collect?
We should probably get Gaspard.
Do we have
Gaspard is right there.
Who is Gaspard again?
I'm not currently dressed as Gaspard.
Wait, did
Gaspard
Hannah
is naked nonetheless.
Did Hannah ever undisguise from the
Yes.
prison guard?
Got undisguised.
Okay.
Thanks to
Yes.
the thing.
Eao leans over to Alana. Who's Gaspard?
I don't know.
A drunken someone who's very good with explosives. Let's go.
Do you say explosives?
Moving
Hey,
on.
that guy we met. Gargoyle.
Yeah, one of the artificers. Let's go.
Alana's sort of looking between Gargoyle and Grounded and Hannah and Eao, and starting to... You know what? I'm going to roll an investigation check to see if she can work out that Gaspard is partly responsible. No, she can't. Partially responsible for the explosion in Candle that happened earlier.
To be fair, is there an explosion in Cantlore that Gaspard isn't partially responsible for?
Well, previously she just knew that you were involved because she'd been there.
So the question is, do we care enough about Gaspard to get Gaspard out of here?
I mean...
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
He's the most beloved character in this campaign, and I will not leave him behind.
Someone is going to have to achieve the world of creation, and it's not going to be us.
Also, Eao knows who Gaspard is. She saved his life.
Eao still doesn't remember him.
Just saw your face there, Nick. I'm very tempted.
That was just evil. That's just evil.
All right, we're going to Gaspard's house. We're going to wake him up quickly.
No, we're just going to pick him up.
Okay, then we're picking him up, and then we're heading to wherever we're headed next. Where are we headed next? Are we getting Tarblock as well?
Okay, as you pick up Gaspard, who's picking up Gaspard? Is it Grounded?
It's definitely
Yeah, I'm fire resistant.
The character picker upper. Okay, so you're gonna take 5 points halved, so that's 2 points of fire damage as Gaspard burps alchemist fire onto your shoulder.
Okay, so
I'm down to 8 hit points.
Pixel asking as a player, are we getting Tar Black? Are we getting Silverstride? Those are the only two people I think.
I care not for Silverstride.
Okay, we're not getting Silverstride. Are we getting Tar Black?
I'm pretty sure 2 members of the party do not like gnolls in general.
Yeah, but we put a lot of work
but
into this Gnoll.
Ground
I
is
just
kind of
want to know if we're
complicated
throwing
enough.
that out or...
Yeah, ground
You
is
want
kind
to go
of
rescue a
complicated.
gnoll? We can go rescue a gnoll.
This specific no, yes.
Okay.
It's complicated.
Meanwhile,
Right
the free kobolds in a lab coat are really sad that you don't care about them. Just saying.
Oh,
Forget about them all the time.
It's
You
true.
know,
Everyone
why-
forgets about them.
Why? Do you know what? Why you lot go and get the thing? I'll go talk to. What are their names again?
They are Yilks, Rilks, and Zilch.
I'll go talk to those three.
I hope Amos thought a really good boat.
Be careful when they're pulling from their deck of many things.
Okay.
All right.
Split up.
A great
It
thing to
won't be
do.
long. After this, we're all heading to the boat anyway.
Yep.
All right, who are we following first?
Let's follow the people going after Tar Black. So, how are you getting there?
Running.
Okay. So the thing about that is you will be going through a riot. The shops being between where you are and the bestiary. And in fact, the riot appears it is... Yes. It is... The prison riot is between you two. But Hannah's riot is kind of approaching. Up the
We could
side.
fly. We could always fly.
Yeah,
Ground,
you've
let's
all,
go.
you've all
Yeah.
been able to fly.
Yeah. I mean, ground can give...
Hannah,
Yeah, ground can give
classically
Hannah a
able to
lift,
fly.
and Gargoyle can just fly.
Yep. Okay, so you fly straight over the rioters. Sure. A couple of those rioters, not really knowing who you are and a little worried that you might drop bombs on them, are going to use the ones that they've looted to attack you.
Of course.
One of them is going to be Feeble Mind because Nick really wants to hit, goddammit.
It wasn't going to be, but now you've said it, sure, why not? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, Gargoyle, intelligence saving throw, please.
I mean, come on, I literally helped start this riot. Don't I get some credit here?
They can't recognize you that far away, going fast on a magic carpet. You are probably an inquisitor.
I have inspiration, I think. I didn't spend the second one last time. So I'm
If I
gonna...
finally get you. Oh, this will be... Oh, delicious.
Okay, that's actually better. That is plus 9, 26.
Ah, you're fine. Fine. And yeah, I think we're just gonna send 3 magic missiles in the direction of the magic carpet. So 2 on Hannah and 1 on Grounded.
None of them hit Gaspard.
I'll
Nope.
take the damage if it hits you too bad, Brie.
2 for Bree, 4 for Hannah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to down a potion of greater healing.
Good idea. All right, so you now make it to the bestiary, and at the moment, Culloden Trench is in there, and she is doing her very best to calm a lot of agitated creatures.
Hi, we're here to pick up a null.
Too busy, don't care.
Cool.
I guess it goes without saying that I'm resigning.
Too busy, don't care.
Wish you well in your
Thanks for
future
being part again.
endeavors.
Meanwhile, TB says, Miss Trench, I'm having difficulties restraining this giant rhinoceros.
Wait, do you mean what was his name? Traxxas?
Taxus Piccata, TB, yeah.
Oh, because Tar Black.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not Tar Black. No, it's Taxus Piccata, TB.
This is the giant tree that lives here.
Yeah.
Everybody just calls him tuberculosis for short.
Everyone just calls him TB. Yeah. Yeah, he's a Titanic-sized tree.
I will note
Might
that
sometimes
I am
fall on
walking
you.
everywhere, by the way. I can't actually physically run at the moment.
Oh yeah, no, Gargoyle as well.
Give me a perception check to find in all this chaos where Tarblak is.
We have disadvantage on those, Hannah.
Yep.
Okay, so that would have been
Would.
a...
TB giggles.
Yeah, that was a natural 19. And now it's become a natural 8, which combined with my perception, which isn't fantastic, is 13.
13. Okay. And Hannah?
Rolled a 1.
Rolled a 1. Okay. Grounded?
11.
11. Okay. 13's the best. It takes you a little while to find Tarblak, but you do eventually find him. So we're going to go to Eao to sort of roughly measure the amount of time that it takes you to find it. Eao, you are...
Crossing the riot on foot.
Yep. Crossing the riot on foot. How are you doing this?
Okay, it depends. What is the first group Eao runs into in the riot? Does she run into the Inquisitors or the rioters?
What's the
vampire.
route you're taking at the moment?
I'm taking a direct route. I'm cutting through the shops.
Straight through the shops. Okay, so if you're going through the shops, you are going to hit the prison riot.
Yeah. I know, but like, am I running into like the guards of the prison who are fighting them, or do I run into the rioters themselves?
Just the rioters themselves. At the moment, they are looting the shops.
If I remember correctly, Godhall is closer to the bestiary. I don't think you'd be heading in the direction of the shops.
It should be directly on the other side of the shops from the tavern,
Yeah,
if I'm correct.
just like the bestiary was. You had to go over the
Like,
same riot because...
If
it
I'm
was sort of
remembering
in
the
between.
map correctly, it is on the direct opposite side of the map from
Yeah.
the Overlook Tavern.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Then as Eao runs into the rioters, Eao is going to go, riot, 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 and try to get a chant going.
And you get a riot, riot, riot. Hang on a sec, who are you?
I was in the prison.
Didn't see you in the prison.
Oh, cell block C.
Roll me persuasion, please. One of them's starting to get the idea that you might be a plant, an inquisitorial plant, trying to take him down from the inside.
Persuasion, you said?
There's a fay.
Yeah, persuasion.
Traxxas is very concerned that people are going to
Yes,
discover
they
that
think
he's
she's
a
they think she's a dryad.
19.
19, you're fine. They're like, no, you do look like prison material. Riot, riot, riot. Right.
Wow.
So
I
you're
can't
able
believe
to
they think
get
As Eao's going,
innocent Eao is a criminal.
Eao's dressed as a magician.
as Eao is going through, Eao is going to take a very brief stop at the shop where they sell the potion ingredients, the one with the lich.
Oh, yep, VSM.
She's going to peer in and go, hey there, need any help? Need a way out of here?
No, I've got this, thank you.
I figured I'd offer. Hey everyone, there's some stuff in here that hasn't been looted. And Eao ditches.
No, before you do that, you're going to take something from... Now, Eao, do you know... Well, Eao probably doesn't know. Iris, do you know the power scale of Lich and Demi-Lich? Like, which one is more powerful?
Oh yes, very much.
Yeah. All right. Are they going to power word kill you? No, probably not. Probably not going to power word kill you. They're probably just going to do cause
I can do
fear, I
something
think.
worse than I can do something worse than power word kill.
Just something simple for now. Cause fear.
I'm thinking like Gaius, like to defend my store.
That would be funny. No, I think we're just going to do cause fear. I think the Demi-Lich is likely saving spell slots to use on the riot that are now coming. Yeah, so Eao, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Wisdom saving throw. Excellent. I actually need to look up what my wisdom is. Give me a moment. I always forget to open my character sheet.
Same.
I didn't have to for the last one because I knew what the modifier was.
I believe Eao had plus 50
16?
into wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, actually, sorry. they've got an ability that's just way more appropriate to this. Make it a Constitution saving throw, please. You can use the same dice roll if you want.
Oh, then still 16.
Okay, you are frightened until you get out of there, basically. If you'd failed that, you'd have dropped to 0 hit points. The demi-lich opens its mouth and just screams at you.
Can't resist just staring the park, can you?
I can't.
It's rogue nonsense. You got to do
It's a
it.
component shop. What are you supposed to do? Not stir the pot?
When it's the worst possible thing you could have done, you can't resist stirring the pot. It's incredible.
Hey, it's 8 o'clock, and you know what that means.
Ayo deserves inspiration.
Ao's feared, but Ao's also leaving there anyway, so it doesn't matter.
This is literally the shop you go to get things you can stir in a pot.
Okay, so Ao, you quite frightened back out of the shop again, and you find that the rioters have moved on. They are now heading to the stacks, and you can see that fire is starting to spread in the roof of the Overlook Tavern. At the same time, Hannah's rioters have reached the bestiary. And are slamming on the doors and trying to open it. Meanwhile, also elsewhere in the university, Alanas Silverstride has led an expedition into the Mirror Run to recover the ancient crystal dragon that she does not know is not there. And Petra has made it to the boat with Ansel Peters. Woo. 2 people saved. Well done,
really
everyone.
confusing if Alana did hire Hannah's parents and they're gonna come here like 2 days later and everything is fucked.
Yeah.
Were the brass cannons and the tavern's proprietor on the way to the boat?
The brass cannons and Sailor are definitely on their way to the boat.
Sailor's with us, isn't he?
Sorry, not Sailor. Sorry. In my original notes, they were leaving with Sailor if you hadn't gone and seen him. So the brass cannons are definitely on the way to the boat. You don't know about Foul-Leg Robert. He looked a little reticent when you left him.
I mean, he's losing his tavern, but anyway, we're looking for a null against our better judgment.
Yes, you are.
I was still on the way. Like that didn't take a lot of time. I was
Yes,
on the
sorry.
way to
You were still on your way to Yilks, Rooks, and Zilch, who are in the God Hall. So now that the rioters moved on, you're kind of able to walk the streets pretty easily. You have to skirt around Hannah's riot a little bit, but it's not too bad. And you're able to make it to the God Hall. The God Hall is barred closed, but you can see an open window on the 2nd floor.
I was going to
it close.
Terrible.
I was going to do the classic: pull out the grappling hook, climb in.
All right. Make me an acrobatics check. No, athletics. I always get them two mixed up.
14 minus 4, 10.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm going to say that's enough, and you're able to climb in, but only just enough. And what you see as you're climbing in is the center of the God Hall, because the 2nd floor is kind of a balcony area around the center. It's kind of sort of All Faiths Church vibe going on in there. And in the central floor, you can see Yilks, Roach, and Zilch are drawing a large chalk circle in the middle of the God Hall, and Recruge is there as well, basically leaning against the door, trying to hold back anyone who might come through. Ao, what do you do?
I was going to look down at this large chalk drawing and go, so is this a religious thing or a magic thing?
Hey. Oh. Boss, good to see you again. You got out then?
Yeah. Things, I'm not sure if you could tell things have gone terribly.
Oh, we
The
know.
prisoners
That's why
are
we're
rioting.
doing all this. That's why we're doing
What
all
is
this,
all this?
boss. Oh, you remember the checkpoint? I don't know why I'm doing a Cockney accent when really previously they were from the Bronx, but here we go. We'll get back to it in a sec. I'll say, you got it, boss, and we'll be back. There it is. Yeah, it's a checkpoint, just in case. You know, we see what's going on outside in the university. We figure, now's probably the time to just get a bit more ridiculous with it, you know? With the, you know, the project. The project, you know? You know?
I suppose.
You can see a deck of cards.
Well, I was going to ask if any of y'all wanted a way out of the university. Things are going terribly. I think this is the time to dip.
Nah, boss. Running away ain't our sort of thing. We're gonna solve this problem. We just gotta be a bit, risky with it. Hey, no risk, no reward, am I right? And they turn to draw a card.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man.
Eao looks at what was his name? The one who's holding the door.
Recruge.
What about you, Recruge? You want out?
Yeah, not gonna lie, I want out. And he did have a Cockney accent. That's why I'm
Allowed to.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they draw the balance card. So this one's going to be Zilch. Zilch's alignment has just changed. Zilch is now a lawful. I believe they were neutral before. Anyway, they were chaotic neutral. Now, Zilch is now lawful
any
neutral.
of the colors, yeah.
We should probably design a better system for this.
Boss. Not sure this is a safe idea, And Yost goes, nonsense, boss. It's gonna be fine. Recruit looks at that and looks at you, Eao, and goes, we should probably get out of here, right?
Yeah, follow me. I'm heading, and I'll take Recruit. And maybe Zilch? What was his name? The one you just changed?
Zilch.
Zilch, you coming?
Nah, boss, I gotta stay with them. I gotta make sure that they're safe,
Well, at least one of you are.
Question of the hour, are you going to pull a card before you leave?
No.
Oh, no, you got the deck of many things right there, Eao Dunwich. There's a level up waiting to happen.
There is 2 more wishes if I'm lucky, but no.
There's being
a
stuck
level
20
up.
miles underground and not being ever found again for the rest of the campaign as well.
Yep. I want to do it. I
Beautiful.
want to be the only rogue in the party.
You could gain the service of a 4th level fighter.
I can also have an avatar of death following me for the rest of my life. No, I'm taking Recruit down to the docks.
Could be fine. You know what? I'm going to draw a card to see what you could have had. What you've lost out on now from the deck of many things.
Be the sun.
Moon, you are granted the ability to cast the wish spell 1d3 times. Nope. All right.
Besides, they can't cope.
Back to the bestiary. So there is heavy hammering on the doors now. TB has moved over to the doors and is forming a makeshift barricade, similar to how Recruge was doing it. And
I'm going ahead of towards the door.
And says,
I'm kind of tired and walking towards the door.
Paladin, there is limited assistance I can do beyond this. I would advise leaving.
I'm just going to look through the door if I can. I'm assuming that there is a set of bars because it's a zoo door as far as I can tell. Yeah,
absolutely.
And do I see people trying to wrench the door down?
Yeah, they're smacking it with anything they've got, like weapons and stuff like that.
I make the sign of the coring lovers at them, which should be an emergency code of hi, friendly.
Someone catches your eye and goes,
yeah.
Okay, and then a murmur starts to go through the crowd, and they dissipate. They will move somewhere else.
Don't think I'll be able to do that more than once.
Meanwhile, Grounded and Gargoyle, you spot Tarblak in a largish cage, all on his own. What are you gonna do?
Hey, I walk up to the.
Apparently.
Yeah, I walk up to the cage and say, "No, hey, Tarblak.
Tarblak laughs.
Remember
at you.
me?"
Very hyena laugh.
Okay, so he's nervous
Yes.
or angry.
Oh yes, both of those.
So yeah, crazy wild, eh?
How is Tarblak? Lunge at you, and probably you're far enough away that it's not really a problem. You're not that mad. You're not going to get that close to the bars, but you still see this arm reaching at you.
Okay. Like, okay, I know you're angry with me. Like, I had some issues with Knowles that I had to work my way through. I don't think it's actually Knowles I'm angry at. It's the whole thing. Now look, I just thought it would be polite to drop by and ask, do you wanna? We're getting the heck out of here. There's riots all over the place. Do you wanna stay here or do you wanna come with?
Free me.
All right, Gargoyle. Oh well, yep. Gargoyle wouldn't know, so he's going to wait until Grounded confirms that was the.
Okay. Well, we've got a ship. Do you wanna leave on our ship, or do you want to just leave and you can join the rise if you like, I guess.
Leave.
Okay.
You get the feeling from his like single word responses that he's like properly panicking at this point.
All right, Gargoyle.
Okay,
is
yeah.
Let's
get the heck out of here. Worry about it later.
Rear his fist back and then thunder gauntlets the iron bars.
Okay, you smash the bars open, and Tarnblack comes rearing out as quickly as possible, knocks you two sort of to the side, veers into a. Hold on a sec. Let me just see what would be there. Rears into what's a suitably large beast.
A bullet.
No, there's only one of those.
Yeah.
Here. Rears into apparently a cage containing a giant crocodile. And slams against it, and then looks at you all. And just this little smile comes over his face, and he wrenches open the cage. A crocodile, huge crocodile, literally that's the size category, comes out, bearing out like really, really fast, because crocodiles are surprisingly fast, and is coming towards both of you. What are you going to do?
Do crocodiles fly?
Perish.
Yeah,
no, they can jump though.
Let's just fly.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Tarnblack by the scruff of the neck and just fly up on my carpet.
Okay, so you're flying indoors. So I'm going to need, I think, a little bit of a. We'll say you can have either land vehicles proficiency check, or you can give me a raw dexterity check to just not slam into things as you're flying along.
Okay, what will land vehicle proficiency be using?
That would be using dexterity as well.
Now, I don't have land vehicle proficiency active at the moment anyway, so it's just going to be raw dexterity either way.
Norton's watching in fear from the back of your mind.
Norton's also confused because he's getting pings from somebody named Norton.
Okay. Let me just double check what my dexterity is now.
Norton's a computer program. Is he in like the recycling bin if he's a ghost?
Yes.
That's a 16.
16. Okay, you're fine. This noise alerts TB, who looks to Hannah, has noticed that the riots behind him are kind of ceased, basically.
And I was hoping to be having a conversation with TB while these two were doing something, and it just coming back to us going, look, it's not that I wouldn't want you on the boat. It's just last time we had a tree on the boat, something bad happened, so...
Have inspiration.
Well, you're as biased as the pet shop owner.
And TB just sees this giant crocodile flying out, looks to Hannah and nods and says, Protocol 1, protect the students, and goes off. And so, yeah, a giant tree comes to your aid and starts like wrestling with the crocodile. What are you doing?
I think we should just take the Tarnblack and Hannah and leave.
Yeah, as we're running out, just
Not
like...
a bad idea.
Caladina, do you want to escape with us?
Little busy.
Okay.
Thanks
She's got to
again for the
protect her
advice.
pets. She loves all of these creatures. Okay. Yeah, you're able to leave. TB's got the crocodile in probably in a headlock.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we meet up with Eao then, and then we've got nothing left. We head to the docks.
Okay. So you meet up with Eao. Eao's sort of coming out of the God Hall. Yilks, Rilch, and Zilch are going to draw another card from the deck of many things. We'll see what happens.
What, they're not going to use their wishes first?
Oh, they didn't draw that card. That was just me seeing what you'd have gotten. They gain the service of a 4th level fighter. Who Neat. It's a kobold. Neat.
What's the kobold's name?
I've always been for kobolds.
Rilch, Zilch, and
Milks.
Filch. No,
Filch.
not Filch. That's bad. No,
No, that's great. That's great.
It's X, Y, Z, and W, isn't it? So it's going to be Willis.
We'll go Quilks.
Willis.
Why are you asking names when you were the one who was like,
Quilks. It is Quilks, okay?
Quilks.
Yeah, so and Yilks, Rilch, and Zilch looking and go, nah, that ain't gonna sort the situation, boss. But you go out there and stop all this rioting. So the fighter is going to break out and try and stop all of the riots.
How else they do?
We'll see
a
over
third
time.
party has entered the mix.
Can you see my brain starting to melt now? Okay, where are you all going? Are you heading straight to the boat?
Yep.
Yeah, if we want to try to slap Gaspard on the face to get him to wake up and
No,
not be unconscious.
no, he's probably safer unconscious.
Okay, that is absolutely fair. Down the secret artificer way to the docks.
Okay, you're heading through the secret tunnel. Well, before you can get to it, oh, Toasted Salucci fires the fire ray at you. Dexterity saving throws, please.
From all of us.
As a pillar of fire arcs over the city. Well, the university's.
I want to say,
And
thank
remind-
goodness, saving throws aren't ability checks.
Yeah. Remember, you'll get you'll get bonuses for being near me. You get yourself
I'll get ready
+5.
with 10d8 fire damage.
We get +5.
Yeah.
That's right, that's
22.
Not bad.
Oh, that's 26.
23. Haha.
Also 26.
All passed. So you'll only take half of this.
I'm that charismatic. We don't get shot with fire.
For those of you who don't have evasion, you take 22 points of fire damage.
Wow.
I presume that we're protecting Sayla and anybody else who is not accustomed to taking that much damage.
Sailor being a beholder probably has more hit points than you do.
Sayla
Yeah,
does not
I just
that.
casually I'm just casually expositing at Tar Black about how my home was destroyed by gnolls and everything that happened afterwards, and I just sort of whoosh him out of the way of the fire.
Right, so
Like, thinking about it.
how many points? 28?
22.
22.
22. Alright, I'm down to 43 because I didn't get hit during the Verux's fight. Which is...
Yeah, you're doing
Actually, I'm
great.
down to 53 because I still had 10 temporary hit points from the Verux's fight.
Ridiculous.
Does anyone else need me to cover them for hit points?
No. I have evasion.
Yeah, the robes
Yeah.
didn't take any damage, so you. All right, so you're stood in this smoking black crater in the aftermath of what was essentially a laser that was shot at you. And Toasted Salucci is over the moon separately, by the way, because this is what he's been working on all this time, and it's finally working. He's killed so many interns to get this thing working. But
I
it's, yeah.
have a question.
Mhm.
Would the person from the illusion school be finally here to take his revenge for stealing the budget?
It's funny you say that because that is actually on my list of events that happen. Yeah, but just not yet.
No,
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is here. It is written in my list. It's just,
I don't know why.
Can I try and
A jury decided that didn't happen.
Sorry, Grandad, what was
can
that?
can I for shooting assets? Can I just sort of try and throw something in like his mixing vat or what have you? That's
Sure. How far
maybe
can you
we're in
throw
a-
something?
Yeah, I think this is like
Quite far.
coming from in the school.
It's essentially
Oh, okay.
artillery from the other side,
Okay.
literally from the School of Evocation. Just going, yeah. But if you can throw something, I mean, you got strength for 29. 10 Tell you what, if you want to try and like football throw something across the entire length of the school with a strength of 29, that is like Hercules level strength, okay? Make me a DC 35 athletics check.
It is pretty much to the other side of the school, because I think the path that we're going down is somewhere around the School of Illusion and Necromancy. I could be wrong.
Okay. Right, so my strength modifier is +9, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, +9 plus my proficiency bonus, so that's +9 +8. God, that's like
plus
Pathfinder.
17 already.
This is like a Pathfinder level.
That's why I asked with a DC like that. Normally, for anyone else, I would not even bother if the DC's 35, but you actually have an okay chance at beating it. Got to get an 18 or higher.
Yeah, I only rolled a 6, so oh well.
No luck, but you do throw it quite far nonetheless. Like, you do throw it pretty ridiculously, because that's still a 23 is your result there. But it doesn't hit, it doesn't get close, unfortunately. Everyone else is a little bit impressed, though, I imagine. Nonetheless.
Yep. So we are all meeting down at the docks.
Yep. So you rush down to the docks, and who's down there at the moment? So, Petra is at the boat. Ansel Peters is at boat, and I mean there are other people in the underground as well. And your crystal dragons are all on the boat.
Have the brass cannons made their way here yet?
They're on their way, but they haven't made it.
Gotcha.
What's the innocent civilian situation?
There aren't many innocent civilians in Cantlaw.
I mean, there were some kids, so just...
At least in the underworld, anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of kids milling around. Not many people, like they don't have a huge idea of what's going on I almost said upstairs. Up above. The warnings haven't, like, pierced down here.
The riots and the consequences of our actions haven't made their way down here yet. We're safe.
No, we have
Okay, I'm just going to look around to make sure Reynard Ballcleave isn't about to take his horrible, horrible revenge.
Okay,
yeah, we
make a
left the
perception
consequences of our actions here. Consequences of Eao's actions, really.
That's a 5.
Okay. Nope. No, probably just in the bar as usual. Like that's where Raynar is most of the time, right?
I mean, if we're
bar or
taking
in the
perception
clothing
checks for free, I'll do one. With disadvantage. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, we need Hannah, can you go make sure your friends are just about ready to set the ship off?
Yeah, so let's go up the gangplank.
Okay, you got up the gangplank and Captain Amos comes out of up out of the lower deck, looking a little bit flustered, and goes, Hannah? Saw the signal.
We're setting off now.
Now?
Well, not now. We got a couple of people we're waiting for.
Get ready to depart. Make all hands ready to depart.
Okay, I'll get them going. All right, you lazy landlubbers, let's get going. And they're
How long
starting
do you need, Eao?
Eao looks up at the school. Any sign of the brass cannons?
No sign of the brass cannons yet.
At most an hour. I want to give the brass cannons some time to get down here.
So half past 9 real time then, Nick.
I mean, you got a break coming up, so.
They'll probably
Can I just use my carpet to try and sort of quickly zoom over to see if I can see where they are? Ideally, is sort of like trying to avoid lines of sight.
You absolutely can. So because you're using the carpet, you're going to have to go up the outside instead of up through the Artificer Tunnel is really kind of like, the sort of back rooms of a hotel or something like that. You know, it's small, it's cramped, and that's something you're not going to be able to fly through there. But you can totally fly up around the outside, sure.
Let's just say that you left Gaspard on the ground class, so you don't have that.
Yeah, I'm just going on my own here.
Sure.
Also, I'm drinking another potion of greater healing.
Great idea. Can you also roll me a D100? I want to know how many feet high you are when the lightning strikes.
Oh, great. Wait, let me just, 5, 6.
If I had a nickel for every time a bird-themed character was struck by lightning while in Cantlore, I'd have 2 nickels.
It's the exact same cause.
And are you going to ignore when it happens this time?
Okay, where's my...
I'll take that as a yes.
Percentile dies. 91.
91 feet in the air when this crackling lightning strikes you. You take...
No reflex
20
save.
Nope. You take 21 points of lightning damage.
It's a good thing I took that potion.
Yes.
Or I'd be down now. Well, I'd be dead right now.
And it is continuing to crackle, and it looks like it's going to strike again. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to drop my altitude and also drink another potion.
Okay, that's a great idea. Drop altitude. What altitude are you dropping to? You can go the full, like, all the way down to 0 if you want.
Yeah, I'm just going to sort of skim along the ground because I still want that speed.
Yep. Okay, so you skim along the ground. Crackling stops again. And yeah, you're safe. I mean, you're down in the underworld, but you're safe.
It kind of feels like this entire security system was just made so that Varixis could stop Gargoyle from leaving.
I mean, it stops Varixis as well.
It stops anyone from getting into Cantlore by flying. Remember, this entire place is designed so the wizards couldn't control entirely who gets in through a ton of natural defenses, supernatural defenses, teleportation bans, and all sorts of horribleness.
This is where Nick grimaces as Eao Dunwich realizes this is the perfect anti-baboon misdefense.
This is where I make my stand against the Count.
Yeah, so everyone else, what you've just seen is a somewhat more toasted looking grounded return on magic carpet, I guess. How do you feel about this?
Did I see anything, by the way, or?
You didn't even get high enough to actually get, like, out of the underground. All that triggered, unfortunately.
Okay. Damn.
I mean, it's happened to Gargoyle plenty of times, so Gargoyle isn't concerned.
If anything, you're like, should have said something. Oh, well.
Wow. I had no idea that could happen. You heard anything about this gargoyle?
I'm exhausted from saving your life heroically.
Roll me deception.
Should I roll insight?
We'll just go with for this. I'll just say if it's above a 15, it looks reasonable, but you can choose whether you believe it or not. It's just how believable the lie looks, really.
Okay, so that's 13, and I'm gonna flash for genius to make it 18.
So it's a pretty believable lie. It's up to you, grounded on whether you believe it, though. Okay, just respecting that.
Thanks again, Sir Knight.
Oh yeah, time advances.
Yes, it does, as it is now 8:30. So what's happening is Hannah's riot
still 8:29 by my count.
Yeah, well, suck it.
No, now it's 8:30.
Hannah's riot meets the prison riot and get into a fight. So we'll see who wins and who loses on that. Hannah's riot loses 74 people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, and the prison riot loses 43.
I'm assuming they break then if they've lost that many people.
Hannah's riot have 6 people left. The prison riot has 46. So the other thing that happens is that they combine into one riot. The prison riot is now the only ones on the board.
What about the fighter?
The fighter, yeah, that's going to come into it.
4th level kobold fighter. Let's go.
4th level kobold stands in. You know what? No, I'm going to keep the fighter in my back pocket for when it's going to be dramatically interesting instead of right now. But yeah, that was weird. And okay. Oh, another card is drawn from the deck of many things.
Why?
already had that one. It's meant to not include that.
Sun.
Why sun? What do you want from the sun?
I don't know. I feel like that would be a good card with a positive effect.
Tower.
The idiots.
Tower.
I'm right here.
Yilks' intelligence score is permanently reduced by 5.
3. Oh, I thought it should reduce to 3. Okay.
And they actually can reverse that, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, but that's one of the ones that they're liable to not notice.
All right,
We can just keep drawing
Candlebones,
more cards.
while looting, is cornered by Inquisitors. Heads or tails, people?
Tails.
That was tails. Candlebones survives.
Come
Hey.
back now, Candlebones.
And... all right, one more heads or tails. This one's a big one. Who
Heads.
wins and who dies? Derek versus Eleanor Silverstride.
What the hell?
Wait, who versus?
Both Theric
Theric.
is in the Mirror Run. Eleanor Silverstride is in the Mirror Run. Theric is
Looking for a
very
dragon.
unhappy with Eleanor Silverstride.
Oh,
So what did you say, heads or tails?
You
heads.
said heads.
That is tails. Rest in peace, Theric.
No!
Eleanor Silverstride is victorious, bruised and angry.
Amos, need an itinerary of all the passengers who've made it.
Oh,
onto
she is
this
going to
boat.
get angrier.
And crew.
Oh, she's gonna get deader.
Oh, she sure is. She sure is going to get angrier. So you want an itinerary of everyone on the boat. You have 20 odd crystal dragon wormlings.
Yeah.
You have the sailors in general. Let's say there's about
Yeah.
20 of them. You have Amos. You have
Us 4.
Petra and Ansel. You have Alana, number 3, and you have
Yeah.
you 4. That's everyone on the ship.
We should.
a party of bards. Oh, and we have Gaspard as well.
Oh yes, and Gaspar.
And
Yeah.
Rakros.
Oh, and Recruz who's come with Ao. Yes, absolutely.
And Null. We have a Null as well.
And
cool.
Tarblack the Knoll.
Yes. All right.
Oh, we
We're
should also
waiting
have
for party
a
of-
beholder child with us.
And Sailor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sailor.
Yeah.
All we are waiting for is the brass cannons to make their way down.
Yep.
Waiting for a party of bards. That's all we're waiting for. Oh, and potentially a barkeeper as well. And that's it. As soon as they're aboard, we're casting off.
Absolutely.
And
Amos
at that
says,
point, I had to
of
go
course, we're
to
good.
the navigator's cabin.
Okay, you go
Because-
into the navigator's cabin and start prepping the journey out
Yeah.
because it's going to be hard.
There's a swooping noise.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So at the moment you're waiting for the brass cannons and they haven't arrived yet. There's no sign of it. A couple of people are starting to mill around by the gangplank. People you don't recognize. They look a little surly, but just be dock workers. They might not be the hardened thugs of Reynard Bogcleave.
I'm going to walk up to them and say, "Hi, how's it going?"
Piss off.
I'm trying to.
Oh, well, then be my guest, one of them bows, and they create a corridor for you to walk through.
I meant I'm pissing off that way, and points to the ship.
Oh, well, don't mind if we come with you then. They start walking up the gangplank.
Wait. Who are you?
We're friends.
Any of you guys know these people?
No? I'm
Does
just a
Ao
random deckhand.
recognize any of them?
Ooh, roll me. This would be... I'm going to say insight on this. Roll me insight.
Ooh, insight. That's something I don't roll very often, surprisingly. That is a 11.
You're pretty sure they're not up to any good. You don't recognize them. You can't work out who they're with, if they're, with anyone, or if they're just maybe getting a little nervous and just trying to get on the ship.
I have no idea who these lot are.
Wait,
They are
we can resolve
coming up
this
the
easily. What's the password?
Passwords you let us on.
Wow, they're good.
That's my boss swordfish.
They're walking up. They're right up to you now.
Wait,
Grounded.
can I just wait. I know what to do here. Wait, just hold your arms out like this. I'm just gonna make sure you don't have any I don't know.
One of them goes, all right.
You don't have that bloody goblin in your pocket or something.
Are they
I'm just gonna check the guards.
to assert submissiveness?
You check the guard. You find several weapons, but no hidden Raynar Bogcleave.
Are there any good weapons?
No, they're really cheap weapons.
Can I use Arcana to inspect the clothes to see if Raynar Bogcleave's signature spyware is on them?
Roll me an Arcana check. Sure.
Oh. Okay, well...
His insidious plan to charge you every time you put it on.
With disadvantage, that's a natural one.
Well, they seem fine.
Okay, what's your plan then, when you get on the ship?
To not on the ship.
Okay.
What end?
So,
Nice.
why are you leaving Camp Law? Like,
I'm not here.
You enjoy good riot?
Riots don't go well. They like doing them, sure, and then another 20 of them will be strung up on a gibbet in 2 days. We're not going to be one of those people, and it's going to try and shove you in the water. Grounded, please make an athletics or acrobatics check to avoid being shoved.
Hey, can I just use my slips of spider climb not to be shoved?
No, that's not how those work.
Okay, athletics it is then. I'll
Oh,
just roll
no.
immediate. Yeah, this is going to go badly for me. I know it.
I will say I have rolled high, actually. I've rolled a natural 19, and they have got +5, so beat a 24 basically. Not impossible at all for you though.
Okay, plus 19, so that's 35. I just stand there with my arms folded.
They fall into the water.
Yeah, one of them falls into the water.
I catch him.
Yep, that's fine. You can catch him. So you're dangling one of them over the water, and the others look a little bit cowed by this. But
Okay.
one of them at the back goes, "She can't be all of us. Rush!" And they are all going to try and run into you and sort of run you over.
Stop. Make
put
your
your-
pitch.
You put your hand out, but they're still going. I'm going to let you use your same roll for avoiding it, and I'm just going to see if, with the modifiers that I get from having literally 20 people run into you, if I can knock you off.
We should have mentioned that you did that after you just got hit by lightning.
I got a 26, even with all of those modifications. They don't. So you hold out your hand, and they literally just run into it and stop.
Like 3 stages. Like the 20 stages. Okay, now look, if you want on... Wait, do we have room for all these people?
We do not.
No.
We didn't have room for half of the passengers you've brought on board already.
Yeah, Amos
we
is also
don't.
shaking his head. No, we will sink.
Okay. We need to talk... okay. Is there anything we can do to help him?
I don't know.
I
leave
turn to
him-
Amos.
There are more ships here, I'm pretty sure.
Just leave him. Just go.
Yeah, Buckleaf probably has a ship.
Yeah, that's the point. Any of you know Bogcleave? I mean, he probably has a way out of here. Ask him.
We're not friends of Bogcleave.
Yeah, that's fair. Neither am I.
Well, shit, if they're not friends of Buckleaf, they are friends of us. We can't just leave them.
Yeah,
I don't know. Tell them just steal Lockleaf's ship anyway.
that's why I want to
yeah.
skin my kids.
Skin you.
I gestured to the harpies.
It's got to be a phrase, right?
No, he actually suggested making clothes out of them.
Sounds like a real piece of work.
What if we help you
You're
take
right.
his ship?
He ain't got a ship. He's warehousing. He's not shipping.
He's the worst person you go to get something.
He's like a fence, you know?
Wait. So you're saying on a full moon, Probably turns into a house.
Stiff wood
Yeah,
that
he's a
needs to be
warehouse.
knocked over.
Yes.
They go like this, and one of them at the back is like, "How do we tell her? Look, are you gonna let us on or not?"
No. We're full up as it is, and we're still waiting for a few people.
Fine. Leave us to die.
Sailor. Oh, okay, then never mind.
There's other ships here.
Alright, guess we'll try that. And they stomp off the gangplank and move around to one of the other ships.
Do any of us have a way of magically communicating?
No.
Nobody here has message or sending?
No.
We probably have a sending stone with Eric still, so if he sends us a dying message, we'll know to avenge him.
Perhaps we should have brought a caster to this magical theme campaign.
No. That would have gone badly.
Yes.
Because Eao is starting to get worried due to the lack of cannons. Brass cannons.
Yeah, this ship has no arm.
I mean, it will once the brass cannons appear.
Excuse me. There's a gun show right here. She's all grounded at work.
It's true, it's true.
Okay, maybe we should check. See if they're okay.
I could probably go scout ahead real quick, see where they are.
I'll go with.
Okay, me and Hannah will defend the boats in case anything.
I mean, I'm currently in a cabin, not on the scene with you, so I'm not in this conversation.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, our characters will be here.
Yeah, I mean, you can turn into
at the docks.
You can turn into a mech. What could go wrong?
I can't do that.
But
Yeah,
it just
and
sinks.
So Eao and Grounded are going to go see if we can go find the brass cannons. See what's holding them up.
Okay, you start heading up topside. Meanwhile, Hannah, you were in the navigator's room. A shadow flits over the single porthole in the room.
And like
Keep my eyes open to it then.
it's Alana too.
Looking over towards it.
Okay.
What is it? And bearing in mind, I'm not trying to avoid rolling dice today because, again, disadvantage on absolutely everything at the moment.
Yep, absolutely. There's no one there.
Haven't got time for this. I shape change into the form of one of the Cantlaw scouts or one of the Cantlaw river guys who have all the maps of Cantlaw's shallows tattooed to them.
Yeah. Okay, and you hear a light applause behind you. Stunning, darling. I've never seen a quick change so fast. Sat on the
Turning
chair
around.
is Raynar Bogcleave.
As an Owlin, can I use my hearing to see if I know that Raynar is here?
Roll me a perception check. And
Oh, disadvantage into a natural one, goddammit.
nope,
That's
no
happening
idea.
a lot to you.
I put on a bit of a show on the gangplank so people would be looking the other way while I came on. I didn't want too much of a... Well, you know how I love a bit of drama, but I thought maybe right now there's already enough going on upstairs. I hear that was you, darling.
Been busy. What do you want right now? You made it very clear you didn't want to speak to me again.
Well, I've had a change of heart. I just figured maybe we could spend some time together. 2 weeks or so.
Thought you'd be one person who wants to tough this out.
Oh
After
no!
all the chaos is over, they'll need a lot more everything imported in.
I talk a good talk, but no. War zones and the like, terrible for fashion. But you know where's good? Iraqi.
You realize A is going to be on the ship, and A is going to kill you.
Oh, if Eao finds me, sure.
You just want to hide in a barrel for 2 weeks.
I'll hide wherever I can, darling. I was hoping you'd help.
Jeez, Nick really wants in Altrari to have a good Crimson Stain costume.
2,000 gold donated to the Temple of the Quarrying Lovers in Karaki.
Done, darling.
I'll bring you some snacks. Now go hide in the barrel before someone sees you.
Okay, darling. Well, I love cheese if you've got any. And yeah, Reynard Buckley hides in a barrel, having caused a distraction at the gangplank. So that
I think getting 2,000 gold out of Reynard Buckley is kind of good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially since we still technically owe him.
I mean, he'll take it at this point. You could probably have gone for more than that, but he'll take that.
I just picked a number off the top of my head to get him out of my head. Meanwhile, I'm going to start trying plotting as much of a course as I can without being on my back.
Absolutely. Yilks, Rilch, Zilch, and Quilks draw another card. They draw the gem card, so they now have 25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold pieces each. They're rich. One of them's an idiot, but they're rich.
They're all idiots, let's be fair.
Real-time development of a social media network.
Yeah, I think the other net has a new owner.
Yep, they yes, they're all emeralds, and they are now going to buy social media websites. Okay. Eao, you and Grounded are heading up to topside, so to speak. So you're going through the artificer corridors again, back the way you came. When you reach the top side, you can see that most of the Overlook Tavern has burnt to the ground. There's a plume of black smoke rising from it. Additionally, it seems that Toasted Salucci has finally been exploded by his own laser. And there is another similar pillar of black smoke coming from the evocation experiment locations of the School of Evocation. What are you going to do? Where are you heading?
Into the smoking ruins.
Okay. You head into the smoking ruins, and just to be clear, the smoking ruins of Overlook Tavern or of the School of Evocation?
The tavern.
Okay, so you head into there, and it is thick with choking black smoke. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from each of you.
Yeah.
I have advantage on those.
Remember, the smoking ruins are the only place in Cantlore where you're allowed to smoke a pipe.
Constitution 13.
Constitution 13. 19. Eao, possibly for the first time in... No, wait, you're immune to poison, aren't you still?
No.
Didn't that happen afterwards? Like you got an amulet afterwards? No, maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering.
No, I have. Oh no, I do get a +2.
Adaptability. Necklace or amulet of adaptability.
Yeah,
so you can breathe in any environment, and you get, I think, advantage on.
Is it advantage?
If you've got advantage, roll it again, because otherwise you'll be poisoned.
On checks for like holding your breath against stuff like stinking cloud and such.
Yeah, no, that's a 2 + 1, 3.
Okay, you are poisoned and are going to take some poison damage.
Ugh.
Yep. I'm just holding a little alabaster mask and drawing life force from it to protect me from the smoke.
That's 9 points of poison damage.
I could take that.
And Grounded, you take none, obviously. So you're sort of, it's the smoke is attacking your eyes, it's stinging, and you're looking through there and desperately trying to find them. There is no sign of the brass cannons here.
Hey, I call out. Anyone here? Anyone?
You do hear a faint Grounded.
Hey, I immediately move towards the sound.
Okay.
I will as well.
You find under a collapsed charred beam is Foul-Leg Robert.
Hey, what state's he in?
Oh, if you had to put it to a number, he has 1 hit point remaining.
I immediately lift the beam up and pour a potion down his throat.
Okay. He looks a little bit better, but he is trapped under a smoldering beam, and he still is not looking great.
Hey, can I lift the beam off him?
Sure. Roll strength check, please.
Oh no.
I know, right?
19.
19, not enough.
Can I? Oh no, I suppose I would have had to ask to help beforehand.
You can join in and help now to let Grounded re-roll if you'd like.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, at Eao's strength, is any contribution really happening?
10.
And that's why it's not lifting, I'm afraid. No, and Robert looks at you and looks at you, Eao, as well, and just says, I couldn't leave pub, but your boys, they're safe. They've gone out. They were heading to you. You should have seen them, right?
We didn't. We didn't pass by them at all.
I don't know where they've gone then.
Now, for the sake of the people who have been spending so much time watching the Catmore arc, I'm pretty sure their minds would be put at ease if they could know the ultimate fate of the pseudo-dragons.
Oh, they're dead. They are fucked up.
Did you see which direction they moved on to?
Towards, and he gestures in the general direction of the bestiary.
Why'd they go there?
Said they had something to do.
They did say they had something to do, shit.
Okay,
I assume we can't try and make another attempt to lift it off him.
Nope. The situation has not changed since before. Your check is representative of all of your possible efforts.
Okay, so can we do anything to free him?
Do you have any items?
It's up to you.
I've got a crowbar.
Try with a crowbar.
Oh, I've got the immovable rod. Could I use that to sort of brace it so every time I move it a bit, I can just lock it in place so I don't lose my progress?
That sounds good. Okay, I'll let you roll it again.
Yeah, I think that's what Eao would probably do to help, because Eao's not contributing much physically to this.
Yeah, with the strength score at the moment, yeah.
So Eao's going to will use the immovable rod to basically lock in any progress you make.
I'm going to let you try again. Because I'm letting you try again, I'm not giving you the advantage you'd get from crowbars.
Okay. Come on, dice.
Eao's going to go back to the God Hall and then try to pull out some more wishes so that she can wish herself back to a regular strength score.
Okay.
I think that's how that works.
That is a 24.
24's enough. So with Eao's help putting the immovable rod underneath the beam as every time you lift it, it takes about 5 minutes, but you are able to sort of eventually almost like ratcheting it up off of Fowler Robert, and Fowler Robert's sort of crawls out, looks at you and goes, "Did you see what happened to my little friends?"
It doesn't look right.
The dragon's neck.
You can see a squished pseudo-dragon, one corner.
I'm sorry to say, it doesn't look great.
I'm sorry.
Well, you go find your friends. I've got to start cleaning up.
You're still welcome to come with us.
I know. This isn't the first time the Overlook Tavern has burnt down, and it won't be the last.
Stay safe, Roberts.
Yeah.
And Eao's going to leave him one more health potion.
Okay. He's going to drink that immediately, and he'll say, "Go on, get going before I have to bury you too."
Yeah. And to the bestiary.
Okay.
Don't worry. I've died before. It doesn't really, it's, yeah.
We're going to cut to Gargoyle first. Gargoyle, you're sort of patrolling the ship at the moment, like keeping an eye out for anyone coming on. You're feeling pretty good that no one's managed to sneak on board, though.
Fuck off.
You rolled a 1 on the perception. You're feeling pretty good that no one's managed to sneak on board. So, yeah, you're doing fine. You do see that the group that Grounded got rid of, they've sort of swung round to another side of a ship, and then they briefly vanished behind it. You can now see them in the water approaching the rear of the ship. They've got like cutlasses in their teeth, you know. The vibe.
If I had a lightning bolt, but I don't have any spell slots, I'm going to run in and tell Hannah.
Okay, you run in.
Before that, I'm going to alert Amo so that he can keep an eye on the situation.
Okay.
Amos is likely in front of the door, like guarding it for me, but yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Amos is.
Well, then
I mean, if
Amos on Bogcleave.
if you're going in, then I can go and have a look, but come back quick. I got nothing on me except, you know, and he pulls out a hand crossbow. This thing is useless. You head in there, and Hannah is nowhere to be seen.
I mean, standing in front of the desk is what appears to be one of the Cantlaw orderlies with all the tattoos doing the marking for on the map.
Somehow, a Cantlaw orderly is snuck on the ship.
Gargoyle activates his arcane armor and aims.
Gargoyle, it's me.
And then he immediately, like, just his arms fall down. It's just like, oh, thank God.
Changeling, remember? How do you think we got into Cantlaw in the first place?
I didn't.
There's no way to get onto Cantlaw without knowing the charts. The people with the charts. These people with it tattooed on them.
Was Hannah in different armor then?
No, I'm currently topless at the moment. Like I'm currently a guy topless. Now, what's wrong?
There were Gargoyle's exhausted.
Yeah, so is Shay.
There were about 20 or so trying to get onto the ship earlier. They went off, but now they're approaching the rear of the ship in the water.
It's all right, Hannah. You're pretty sure that Grounded can handle them.
Grounded and Eao have flown off to try and find the breast cannons.
They have the carpet, right?
Yeah.
All hands casting off now!
Ooh!
Yep, because all the cannons can fit on a bloody carpet.
Yeah, you have a ring of teleportation.
Oh, yeah.
Just get here before we get out of the force field.
Very, very interesting.
All hands, weigh anchor.
All right. Amos goes.
Gargoyle.
Aye.
Gargoyle's
Wait, no, what? Yeah, what? Sorry, before I shout that order, actually. Gargoyle, do you have the one of the creation?
No.
Who has it?
You sure it's him?
Then we can't leave.
It's always Eao. Eao has your laser weapons as well.
Yeah, just smash cut to Eao, making sure it's still in her pocket.
The sole thing I've been tasked to do is get the Wonder Creation on this damn ship and off it, out of Cantlaw. That's the only thing I've been tasked to do. If Eo's got the thing, I can't have the boat leave.
Grounded of Orc has a ring of teleportation.
Congratulations, you can't teleport outside of Cantlaw. If the boat's too far away from the harbour, she can't get back on the boat.
But we can get farther away from the harbour than the dock.
Yeah, I give the orders to cast. We're leaving. All hands weigh anchor.
Captain, we'll get going. And they start weighing anchor. We are going to cut right back over, just before we stop for a break, we're going to cut back to Grounded and Eao. You're heading to the bestiary when you actually spot the brass cannons. They are at the Sky Theatre. They are surrounded by... Well, no, they're surrounding some Inquisitors. 3 of them. Inquisitors are holding red and yellow motes of glowing energy, and the brass cannons are looking a little nervous. The Inquisitors look nervous as well, and they're like, all right, put it down. Put it down. Eao, roll me Arcana, please.
Arcana. I'm good at this. I'm very good at this.
Grounded, are you proficient in Arcana at the moment?
Oh, yes, I am, from the prison.
Then you can roll as well.
Yep.
That is a 25.
25, that's great.
Plus 11.
Yeah, 22.
22. You both recognize these little motes are delayed blast fireball, which are essentially the same as the spell fireball, except a bit more powerful, and the longer you hold on to them, the stronger they get.
Throw a bucket of water.
And they're holding these. Okay, so first of all, Yilks, Rilks, Zilch, and Quilks, the 4 now kobolds in a trench coat, pull another card from the deck of many things. They get the sun. They gain 50,000 experience points and a wondrous item.
What level are they now?
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Gargoyle,
they
you
are
get
now
your
like
wish.
15th level. Wizards, clerics, actually, I believe. So that's fun. And at the same time, we go back to Grounded and Eao. You're approaching the brass cannons, Cantlaw's bardic band, and they are looking a little worried. Now, Dimbles is gesturing at these 3 inquisitors who are holding these little pearls, these little orbs of delayed blast fireball, and going, now, all right, mate, just put it down, and we can just walk away from this, all right? We can just walk away. All right? No one has to get hurt. And Toady sees you two approaching and just goes, he's gesturing like, get out of here. What are you going to do?
I would like to, first of all, I'd like to turn it, I'd like to whisper to Eao, do you have anything that can do anything about that? You're better at magic than me.
Okay, I'm going to ask a very specific question and wonder if Eao is going to know this or not. If they drop concentration while holding the delayed blast fireball, does it detonate or just dissipate?
You rolled high enough. If you drop concentration, I'm just double checking. Yeah, it does explode.
Okay. Would Eao know if they are in the range of it?
They're definitely
Like the
in
brass
range of it.
cannons. The brass
Yeah.
cannons are?
Yeah. You get the feeling the brass cannons are kind of here to stop them from throwing it into the crowd of people that are sort of milling around. Partly the riots and also partly just actual people. Rioters aren't people. No, just civilians is what I mean.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
Nick, when did you become a conservative?
Eao cast darkness at one point. Can she still do that? Because I don't think you can aim spells if you can't see the target.
Not in this case. You can.
Yeah,
Because
well, you don't really
the-
need to aim it, you just drop concentration and
This is a very, very magic stone. You can even fire it in a sling.
They're next to this. They're in the sky, like next to the cliff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to ask one more question. If they drop it off the edge, would there be enough time before it detonates, or would it be immediate?
You've got up to a minute,
Up to
Okay.
a minute.
but you don't
I've
know
got a
when that
plan.
minute started.
okay, I've got a plan. You try and talk them out down, I'm going to turn invisible, and if you can't talk them down, I'm going to just pick them up and throw them off the cliff. Do you think that'll work?
I mean, Eao does also have a ring of invisibility, a greater invisibility.
Toady looks at you again and mimes 18.
18?
Yeah.
18 seconds.
5, 10, 15, and then 3, and then goes 5, 10, 15, 2, 5, 10, 15, 1. 5,
Eao casts greater invisibility.
Okay, Eao disappears.
Grounded, are you joining? I could take one if you could take one.
Yep.
7, 6.
Eao
Okay.
goes to shove one of them
4.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab the other and throw them.
Eao rams into hers.
Okay,
The largest
Dunwich.
mystery of Cantlore is why Eao decided to do this at -10.
I'm so excited
Not -10.
because I'm so excited at this.
-4.
Yeah, give me a strength athletics check, please.
Strength athletics.
-5.
Do we get advantage because we're attacking it while invisible?
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
I was
think that
going
technically
invincible.
counts.
I was going invincible very specifically because that would be an
Absolutely.
advantage.
Absolutely. And I will roll a concentration check for the Inquisitors to see if they drop concentration immediately when they're shoved.
13.
13 is pretty good, actually, considering your
That was
negative
a
modifiers.
17 -4.
Unfortunately, they rolled a 16 for the strength athletics check.
25.
25, that's going to work. I can't physically beat that with an Inquisitor, and I certainly haven't. So you pick one up and throw them off the cliff. So I'm going to do a concentration check for that one to see if they drop concentration immediately. They do. So the delayed blast fireball goes off in their hands as you throw them off of the side. You are still well within range of that at that moment. And so are the brass cannons, because it's a 20-foot radius. So Eao, the other one, is going to go off as well, because I've just failed the other concentration check. So, can you make me dexterity saving throws, please? It's going to be a lot of sixes. I've got
23.
It's a pass. So you're going to take none because you're a rogue.
19.
19's just a pass. How much are the brass cannons getting there? So it's, my God, it's 40d6 fire damage. Okay.
Jesus.
2 delayed blasts that have been held for that long. Yeah, delayed blast fireball starts at 12d6 and goes up 1d6 for every 6 seconds that you wait.
Okay, I have a question. Can I choose to take the damage the damage of the one that's detonating in front of me to reduce the damage for the brass cannons?
Throwing yourself on the grenade sort of thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can do that. There's going to be no check. You're just going to take the damage.
How much?
Well, I've now got to half it because I did it twice. So. Okay.
I believe it's 40d6.
Yeah, it was 40d6 for both of them combined. So I'll now put 64 damage, Eao. It is fire though, so you can half that.
Yeah, cut that in half. Want to know how much I got?
How much?
3.
Ooh!
I got 3 left.
That's good. You're still standing. Well, I say standing. You're prone. You're sort of on top of that one, and it's just got poof under you. The other one though is gonna deal some damage to the brass cannons. 71 fire damage to each of them.
That is a
Right, 12
lot.
little bards, aren't they?
They have 102 hit points each. They're all still standing. But if that had been both of them, I can tell you that was well above 100.
Yeah.
So
because attacking dropped the invisibility, Grams just stood there, just like
Dimbles goes,
completely
landed
fine.
a York! Like, putting out fires all over himself.
Eao undoes the invisibility and stands up completely scorched. Is everyone okay?
EI!
you guys are always a blast.
Hey, love it. Right, should we get out of here?
Yes, we
Yep.
were.
All right, you head
We
down. We've
came-
got something we got to do.
Wait, what do you need to do? We need to get out of here.
These ain't the only Inquisitors, and they ain't the only ones lobbing fireballs at people.
Oh, why don't you say so? And Granin pulls out her crossbow.
Yes, landed a York. You get a high five from Dimbles, and Toadie's looking a little on edge, like he's not had his breakfast beer, and even though he has, but he's looking on edge like that.
Okay.
Double says, "No, seriously, you got to get out of here. We do some silly stuff, but this is it."
You lot also have to get out of here. We all need to go.
Roll me persuasion.
You can't convince all of them, but maybe you can convince them to let you keep one Dimbles.
They have a spare.
Persuasion, you said, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
16.
Can I assist?
I'll wait.
Yes, you can assist. You've been working with it. So, A, you've got advantage.
Okay, unnatural 20. That's much better.
All right. They look at you like, you're right. You're right. There's no winning here.
You could do much more good alive than you can dead.
You're right. Lead the way. We go back to Hannah and Gargoyle.
I have a bow and I'm taking pot shots at anyone who's trying to climb up the side of the boat.
Sure, roll me an attack with with Dex.
Christ, it's been a while since I actually ever use a bow.
Gargoyle, what are you up to?
My character sheet.
Gargoyle is kind of like resting against the back of the ship as Molly is standing on the edge, also taking pot shots.
Okay, roll an attack.
Gargoyle doesn't have many, much in the way of range.
Don't you have a lightning
24.
gem?
I do, but I'm currently in
24.
Guardian configuration.
Okay, you've killed one of them. Dunk. Through the neck, and they
I
drown.
suggest returning to shore.
Roll me intimidation.
Problem is, skill checks are disadvantaged at the moment.
Oh shit! Molly rolled 28 to hit.
28, another one dies.
19
force.
for intimidate.
19 for intimidate. Okay, I'm
That's
going to
with disadvantage.
3 of them waver and flee, but the rest are still trying to get back on. There are now 8 of them. No, 7 of them, because you killed 2 of them. But they're still trying to come, and they're swimming along, and they get to the rear of the boat, whatever that's called, the aft. No, stern. No.
Stern.
Yeah, they get to the stern, and they throw up. They start throwing up grappling hooks, and these hooks latch on to the railings at the stern, and they start climbing up.
Can Molly pull one off?
Molly can try. What's Molly's strength score?
Probably better than Gargoyle's. Actually, maybe not. That's -3. Gargoyle would have a better time. She can still attack instead. Any of them climbing up.
Yep.
All right. That is 27 to hit.
So number one falls into the water, and you hear a splash below. If you'd like to get rid of some of these, roll me a strength check. Raw strength.
Okay, well, that initially is 15, and then it becomes 6, and I believe Gargoyle strength is +0.
Yeah, that's not good.
Is Hannah wanna take another shot?
Can do, yeah. I mean, like, I'm currently still in, like, navigator outfit, so this is going to be fun, but still.
Yep.
If my armor was in stealth configuration, I would be helping you so much more.
7. I rolled a 1.
Ooh, unfortunate miss. It splashes into the water, and you can see that
2
they're
ones
starting to
there.
climb up. They're coming up. They're coming up pretty quick. Amos is looking at you two and is like, "We need to go. If they're climbing up on board, we need to go."
Yeah. I've given the orders for us to leave, so what are the hands doing?
They're working at it, but they're working faster now, seeing all of this. Anchor raises and the ship starts to go, but there are 4 of them on the stern of the ship.
For crew hands or
No.
for stowaways?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if they're on the
orders.
stern, that means that I can Thunder Gauntlets.
Please don't destroy this boat. We've only just got it.
Chunk-chunk-dunk.
Regular
Every time
Thunder
they come up,
Gauntlets.
you're playing
not the-
whack-a-mole.
Also, please don't grow a tree in the middle of the ship.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay. Roll your Thunder Gauntlet attack.
That is 15.
15. Okay, that's enough. And you knock another one off the ship. Splashes into the water. The others are still climbing up. 2 now are on deck.
Right. bonus action attack with Molly.
Okay.
That's an 18.
That hits.
5 damage.
Okay, that's enough to kill it. And there's one more on deck. Hannah, what are you doing? It moves over to engage you. Oh, yes,
I have Zephos. Yeah.
Yes, you've got Zephos. Zephos is really happy about the situation.
Why is Zephos happy about this situation?
Charlie,
Because it's swashbuckling.
We're swashbuckling. Oh, girl, this is fantastic. It's like all those old paperbacks, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
It has paper bags.
You know what we should do? You should climb up the mast and then push me into the sail, right? And then swing down, jump down, using the sail and me cutting through the sail to slow yourself down. That'll look rather good, don't you think?
Next time, Zephos.
All right,
I'm casting green flame. And I'm casting green flame blade with Zephos.
Okay, green flames flicker over Zephos' edge.
Let's see if I can attack first, though, because it's still got to hit with melee attack. AC 23.
Yeah, that hits. Absolutely. Roll damage.
Oh, I should have tried to take all those magic missiles. I'm currently have the fucking brooch of shielding.
1 moment next, sorry.
No worries.
20 points of damage total.
20
7
points
out
of
fire.
20 point of damage. Yeah, you is essentially you cut straight down this would-be pirate, and the green flames cauterize the wound as you go. It smells awful. We're going to cut to Grounded and Eao, and you are taking the brass cannons down with you through the artificer's back rooms to the underworld. And you see, as you're sort of getting to the entrance, you can see that actually you're not alone. It is not just you and the brass cannons. The prison riot has seen you, and they are coming.
You know, I think it speaks to the running
coming
theme
after
of
us.
Valor that we're taking everybody down with us.
They've seen you go for a special door. They think it might be a secret way into the schools. Like, go on, go for it. They're coming.
I'm going to do a classic rogue move then.
Okay.
I'm going to drop some. Okay, so I've basically had ball bearings in my axe since the very start of the campaign. I'm just going to pour those on the floor behind us.
Okay, you ball bearing up the floor behind you. All right, the rest of you run. You start to hear this like basically slapstick noises behind you as like literally 52 people run through this, fall over each other, essentially blocking the way. And yeah, you're safe to continue on. They'll come. They'll be able to sort of untangle themselves eventually, but you've probably gained easily half an hour.
Eao stopped
Grounded
quickly
just sort of was
to
like
paint a little tunnel.
All right, and you lot make it down to the underworld. Meanwhile, more events. Let's see how Yilks, Brilks, Zilch, and Quilks are doing with the deck of many things. They draw another card. How do I keep redrawing balance?
Keep going through deck of many things.
Does balance just go back in or something? Is that something special about balance? Because some of them do. I don't know how I keep drawing balance. I don't understand. Maybe the deck thing is not working.
I mean, aren't they resetting the deck every time they draw?
No. Huh. Okay.
Also, I do want to bring up that I looked up and Quilks, their level 4 Kobold Fighter is now a level 9 Kobold Fighter. Because of the sun.
You might turn the tide.
You might. Okay, Eao, you
Probably the
feel
high
a
marshal character in
sudden
Cantlore.
and intense hatred towards the kobolds. And
I'm sorry? I'm sorry, what happened?
you feel a sudden and intense hatred towards the kobolds. You will stop at nothing to kill them.
Couldn't be the case that Eao Dunwich would assume that they're going to die in the riots anyway.
As they have drawn the rogue card.
What's
A
that
non-player
do?
character of the DM's choice becomes hostile towards you, but since they're NPCs, I feel like it has to be a player character, right?
Yeah, you now hate them. The only thing that can stop you from hating them is a wish spell.
Only you'd drawn the Moon card, eh? But yeah, you now have a fierce hatred, like to the extent that it almost like stops you in your tracks, and you're like, oh, hang on. Those
go back
four
and
are
kill
still
these
alive.
kobolds.
You've got to go and kill them, right?
Thankfully, Eao Dunwich's strength score is awful, and you can probably just carry her the rest of the way.
Ao can kill things with other ways. Strength scores.
Ao is notoriously hard to restrain, so we can try this for sure if you want to do this, but...
Do we still have her flask?
well,
Ao carries her own flask.
Yeah.
The flask.
As
No, that's it. The flask. That's how I'll get them. I'll trap one of them in the flask.
good idea.
Oh.
Good. You need to out.
they're not extra planar.
I'm sorry?
Oh wait,
No.
Gran wouldn't know what's going on at all, would she?
No.
But Ao suddenly doubles back and is like, I've got to go. I've got to finish this.
Nope.
No. No.
Gran is just like, nope, and tries to grab her by the scruff of the neck.
Okay, I mean, if you're going to grapple Ao, have you got any features that allow you to escape grapples or restraining?
As a matter of fact,
Oh yes, it's your entire subclass.
10th use of minor hypnosis. Let's go for the 10th fail.
no, I have.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, to you.
Okay, for the records, that is, 16 plus 19 again? I'm not very
Lots.
good with mathematics. 35.
Plus 19. Jesus.
No,
it's
I don't
plus
actually
17.
have it. I don't
Now.
actually have anything for grapples. Looking at it.
Oh,
I
well,
have-
fair enough. You grabbed.
The ability I have is for when I'm restrained by rope, netting, or manacles that aren't assisted by a magical effect.
Well, Ground has got you, and you're being dragged back to the underworld. Yeah.
I literally can't.
Meanwhile, also arriving in the underworld, apparently a little bit ahead of you, is Candlebones, and you can see him sort of darting ahead of you, heading towards the boat. And now you notice as you come down into the underworld, the boat is leaving. They are leaving without you.
Hey, Candlebones.
Can Gargoyle see them at the docks?
Gargoyle, roll me a perception check, but at the same time, you can hear Amos shout, "Marines, we are leaving!" As the boat sort of starts sailing out.
Okay,
Hey.
well...
Yes, he's got a ring of teleportation.
Okay, you remembered. Okay. Okay, so how many cannons are there? You might need to teleport, like, them, and then fly over.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 brass cannons.
8.
No, I counted Dimples twice.
Okay.
You should probably teleport Ao, and then fly over on your own. You can teleport 8 creatures with teleport, I believe.
I'm telling
no,
you.
no.
I'm telling you, Grounded, those kobolds are the cause of all of our issues. Just let me deal with it right now. Just, I can
Right,
deal-
so, yep, 8 willing creatures to my choice that I can see within range, or a single object. Oh, I could just teleport the ship back.
Just teleport the wand.
No, it'd probably be best to teleport the cannons and then fly us over there.
Teleport the cannons and Ao, so that Ao doesn't...
Willing creature.
Yeah.
Slightly further away because it's a real plan.
Teleport
Yeah,
the ship, maybe then.
No.
Don't teleport
Yeah, I'm
the
just...
ship.
Yeah, I'm going to teleport the cannons over, and then I'm just, without missing a beat, I'm just going to hop on my flying carpet board and just, with that A slung over my back, and fly over.
Okay, as you're flying over, you see in the water there's this trail of people swimming out to the boat, right? And there's there's one of them still on deck, just dying right now, and there's one trying to climb up. There's one left. I checked my maths. There's also someone stood on the shore. And Grounded, you recognize that someone. It is Caria Catalan, the Inquisitor.
Ew.
Yes, indeed. She has an ability, and this is a particularly interesting situation that I was not predicting would happen, but is absolutely what is going to happen. She draws a sword. She draws uses a rapier.
No, she
And
doesn't.
Took a rapier.
Vanishes. Yeah, she's got more than one rapier. She's literally a war mage. She has more
This
than one
one
rapier.
better
Trust
have
me.
less jewels.
She vanishes and appears 5 feet in front where one of the swimmers is in the water. Slashes the swimmer, vanishes, appears in the next swimmer, getting closer and closer to the boat
Cleave chains.
as she
I
casts
hate it.
Steel Wind Strike and goes do, 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 and is up on the boat now.
Hey, can I take a pot shot at her as I'm approaching?
You could absolutely take a pot shot at her. Yeah, 100%.
Or do I... Wait, can we resolve this peacefully? Because I feel like Groundhead would actually want to shoot her regardless. Because
I
the
mean,
whole friend
You're
thing.
about 100 feet away in the air. I mean, you can try to resolve it peacefully, but it's likely she's going to have stabbed Gargoyle at least once by then. Or attempted to.
I don't know. I feel like Gargoyle would be activating the unyielding mantle. At this stage.
You
Yeah.
totally can. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my... I forget what they called, the competition bolts that ignore...
Ignore long range.
disadvantage.
Nice. Yeah.
Yep. And my attack roll for that is... Okay, that's quite a good number on the dice. And that is plus... Okay, 23 to hit.
Free. Check. Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Yep. Do I get sneak attack for this?
No. You didn't have advantage, and there's not an ally
Yeah.
adjacent at the moment.
That's what I
There
thought.
will be in a sec, but not this round.
Let's get height. No. In the same action that Gargoyle activates the Manticore, he's also going to use defensive field.
That's 8 points of piercing damage then.
8 points of piercing damage. Excellent. Okay. And hold on
Well,
a
you
sec.
wanted an enemy, Ao?
Nope, you're fine. Yeah. She's not covered by. Yeah. Okay. You can see the shimmering orb around her head. It looks a little like a pearl, but it's mostly translucent. And she draws a sword, points it at Hannah, points it at Gargoyle, and says, "You've ruined everything." Meanwhile, down below, Ansel Peters goes, "Hang on, I recognize that voice."
You're going to be more specific by what you mean by everything.
I'd
I
good
feel
like
like
it.
really just needs to-
I say in the shape of a navigator.
I feel like she really just needs to gesture to Cantlor burning in the horizon.
Yeah. She just gestures in general to the flames of Cantlor. Hannah, you can do one thing, if you would like.
I shapeshift back to my natural form. I'm just
Ooh.
grey. I'm just grey at this juncture. Grey,
Okay.
featureless. Oh,
Tyra
and
cocks her head like
in theory, I think,
a
yeah.
golden retriever in
And
confusion.
I believe I actually get to do an ability as part of doing that.
Okay.
I think I get to make people disadvantage. I get to impose disadvantage on attack as a bonus action for doing that.
Okay. That's probably going to help because she's going to see if Steel Wind Strike recharges. If it does. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's-
sorry. Yeah, it's when they make an attack against me, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage.
Right, she's going to strike you first.
So,
So she vanishes and appears next to you and strikes at you. With disadvantage, well, that's a natural 2, so that's going to miss. Then against Gargoyle. Vanishes and appears next to you. That's a 17 to hit.
It's not going to hit.
Then she vanishes and appears next to one of the crew. Hits. Kills.
how much damage is it done to the crew?
33 damage.
I take that.
Okay, you take 33 force damage. Vanishes. Goes to another crew member.
How many attacks?
Hits. 5.
How much
Doing
damage is that?
33
Is that
damage
next one?
to each.
I
33.
can't absorb another 33.
Deck crew member?
Gargoyle is going to use one charge of the unyielding mantle to activate Excel spreadshield.
I'd forgotten the name of that thing.
And then use another charge so that he can take the damage instead.
Okay. And the last attack. Against Amos. 24 to hit. Can you do it again, Gargoyle?
When a creature is hit by an attack, you may use reaction. No, I've only got one reaction.
Amos drops to the ground.
One
Unconscious, bleeding out, not dead.
It's not going to help. From
Please tell me that.
how much is it to death in this game?
If you take double your hit point maximum.
I'll be fine. I'll drop to unconscious instead of Amos.
Okay, you're unconscious. Amos is still up. Amos backs away. So that was their action.
You got this, Gargoyle.
Yeah.
Oh, minus 13.
Okay, Hannah drops to the ground. Grounded, you're coming in with. Is Eao on the boat? Was Eao teleported onto the boat?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now she is.
Okay. Yeah. Grounded, you arrive at this point as well. And Karia Catalan is here. Ansel runs up as well from below deck, where he may or may not have been making out with Petra, and sees his ex on the deck.
Is Alana aware of what's happening?
I think Alana is below as well, but might come up now.
Oh, come on. I know he was experimenting with the mantle core, but X, really?
Not that. God damn it. God damn it. You're going to want to clean that out more. Okay. So now it's stacked a bit more against Karia Catalan. Okay, so Grounded and Eao, you can both do something. I'm just going to roll a general damage from Ansel and from Alana.
Okay,
decent
can
damage
I?
from Alana. Not much from Ansel.
Can I
the
pick
armor.
up this? Yeah. Can I pick up this person I really, really do not like and just try and throw her as far away from the ship as possible?
Which
Why are
one?
you throwing me off the boat?
You're gonna have to narrow it down. Alana?
The one who's yeah. Okay,
Ansel?
the one who's specifically. Okay, so Alana is successfully threatened. Ansel I quite like. We're going for the one who literally cast friends on me.
Karia Catalan. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. To do that, I'm going to need. Yeah. It's probably an athletics check. To be honest, this is some proper athletics.
Give us another 35. It's fine.
Karia is going to try
This is where I roll a
athletics
1.
as well. Her strength is only 1 less than her intelligence.
The whole package. That is nice and easy. A solid 30.
Solid 30. Even with her ooh, hang on, no, wait. You got? Okay. 6. 24. No, even with her arcane deflection, she can't do it. She does use her arcane deflection though. And so 3 creatures of her choice, Grounded to Walk, Gargoyle, Hannah, you each take 6 force damage. Yep. You fail a death save.
I've got resistance to force damage.
Okay, so you take 3.
Or I'm dying, not dead, but yes.
Yeah, that's 1 death saving throw for you.
Gonna sort that out. Wait until it's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, and for Eo's turn, she's probably going to use a health potion to get
Yep, good idea. So, Grounded, you are tossing Karia Catalan overboard.
Yep. I'm just going to throw as far as I can. Hope she can't teleport again before we're out of range.
Okay.
It's a greater, so 44 plus 4.
You throw her over the boat. Hannah, you gain 44 plus 4 hit points.
Okay,
Eao
just
picks you
gonna roll
back
that
up.
for me then.
Oh, yeah.
And I just, with my other hand that I'm not throwing her with, I just sort of do the one finger salute.
And I will see if her ability to teleport recharges.
That is 14 health.
It does not.
I'll do.
So she goes splash into the water. As she's going down, you can see her draw her blade and point towards you, as if she's about to slip through reality and teleport next to you, but it just doesn't work. The energy's not there. She's a bit too shocked, and she hits the water, and her eyes widen. And yeah, I think she's not going to be able to get close enough to the boat now, because there is a limit to the range of Steel Wind Strike, and by the time she gets back up to her turn, she's going to be more than 30 feet away from the nearest humanoid creature who is alive. So,
all right.
Yeah, I'm going to call back. Thanks for the drink.
Does Gargoyle get to do something now?
Sure. What do you want to do?
All right. All of the golden crystals that are kind of like growing out of the unyielding mantle are going to start glistening, and Gargoyle is going to like let out this roar, and with the mantle cores form, it just sounds like this steel screeching like dragon roar. Gargoyle is using Second Wind and also Crystal Dragon Knight's Rallying Cry. So Gargoyle regains 1d10 plus 1 plus 10
I mean, that's
hit
still
points. And up to 3 creatures he chooses, which is Hannah, Eao, and Grounded, gain 10 hit points.
Yeah, I could use those. I'm at 13.
I think we're about done for spending hit points for this juncture, though, right?
Didn't say that.
Well, he's also going to use Arcane Artillery on Catalan. 'Cause might as well.
Yeah, tell me what happens.
A sheet of iron slides back among your shoulders, revealing a bank of 8 crystals. Each crystal launches into the air as a magic missile, homing in on and striking a target of your choice within 120 feet, dealing 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
I will say, if you want to use both shoulders at once, normally I don't allow that in the way the rules work, but if you want to use both at once for this, you can.
Does it still only take 2 charges?
Yeah, sure.
Okay then. So instead, that's going to be
It's for the image of it.
And
Yeah.
16 d4.
16 d4.
That's 61 damage.
61 damage. That has bloodied Caria Catalan. Very nicely done.
That's not a good state to be in when you're in water in the ocean.
It's fine. She can swim back.
She gets immediately eaten by a giant shark, which was
Somebody
on
I've
its
got
way
spell
north.
slots.
Yeah.
It's on its way north for the winter. Don't worry about
It
it.
was on its way north for the winter, where it will soon be killed by a group of people trying to make a cake. Yeah.
Plug. Watch Nordmark here on twitch.tv/HisCursedness on Thursdays normally.
I mean, yeah, that one
Except
wasn't
when it's
on
on
mine.
the
That was on
6-3 off.
Breeze. Yeah. But yeah, you've killed Caria Catalan, sure. And the boat is leaving now. So who didn't make it onto the boat? Cannonbones.
Oh.
The brass cannons did. Theric didn't. Yulks, Rilks, Zilch, and Quilks, they're drawing another card.
Wow, this is Dex Erasure. Remember Dex?
Oh,
Everyone's favorite NPC.
Oh, Dex, yeah.
I do have him in my notes as well. He's with Candlebones. Dex is not there. They've just drawn the Ruin card, which is appropriate.
What's it do?
They lose all of their wealth. So all of those gems have just vanished.
Easy come, easy go.
Hmm.
They bought the Evernet, but it turned out to be a massive loss constantly.
I'm just
There was
glad
no way
that,
to make it profitable.
I'm just glad that Nick didn't realize that with 3 kobolds, he could be drawing 3 cards at once every time.
I know.
With 4.
Eleanor Silverstride is still in the mirror run, trying to seal the locks.
What was her reaction to the crystal dragon?
Fury. Absolute fury. And it was in that fury that she struck and killed Theric. But yeah, she's enraged down there. And, you know, probably if you ever find yourself in the Feywild or the Emerald Forest, Eleanor Silverstride is going to know and is going to attack you and kill you.
Gotcha.
So I'm running crew.
Sorry, what was that, Hannah?
I'm calling for roll call for the crew to make sure everyone's still alive.
Yep, okay. Bob, and Bob are all there. And they go,
Amos is fine as well.
Salute. Amos is fine. You saved Amos's life. You nearly lost the captain.
I mean, I'm the captain. Amos is currently captain.
Yes, vice captain.
Because I gave Amos full rights to the crew.
Exactly.
To the ship.
The Guild of Icons have all made it on the boat. You've also got Alana number 3, the good one ish. You've got Petra. You've got Ansel Peters. Somewhere aboard is Raynar Bogcleave.
Gaspard Frong.
Gaspard Frong is on here. The brass cannons, including Dimble's 2 doubles, and Sailor.
Excellent.
Gargoyle dropping to.
Wait, who is the head of the God Hall?
Oh, and Recruge. Recruge is there as well.
Oh, I have one question for you, Nick. Does granted at any point notice Raynar Bogcleave?
No.
Okay.
Raynar Bogcleave is a master of disguise.
So yeah, I shapeshift back into the ship that allows us to actually escape this damn island and go to the navigator's cabin with Amos to get our route sorted out and start to pilot us out.
Absolutely.
There's an extra shorter bob that nobody has noticed.
Our rules are in this year.
And
that's why Nick said more than one bob that you needed to.
Yep. So you start sailing out and you pass through the barrier that prevents flight and teleportation. And you navigate through the shallows and the reefs around Cantlor without taking any damage, thanks to the map. And you make it out in time to see all of Cantlor explode. And it looks like quite a display. It almost looks like fireworks. They're all very different colors. You're not 100% sure what has caused that up there.
How do the brass cannons feel about that? I think they just dodged a bullet.
They do feel a little... Well, they're both relieved and also extremely shocked, right? They're looking quite wide-eyed at it. They're glad that, Grounded and Eao convinced them to come down here, but they had a lot of friends up there.
Robert.
Now, Robert has passed.
Yeah, Grounded sadly looks at the rest of her bolts.
You know what? I'm going to give Eilks, Rooks, Silch, and Quilts one more go with the cards, just in case.
Yeah, to see if they can get a fate worse than death.
I mean, here's the thing: Quilks is a 9th level fighter. Depending on the damage, he may survive.
Well done
At
to
the very
them.
least.
They've gained a castle somewhere.
They've just been teleported. Oh, no. They've just been blasted to it.
Yeah. That's what's caused the explosion. There is now a castle where Cantlor once was.
Yeah.
If Silverstride fixes all of the locks, is she going to be able to escape from the mirror run?
Maybe.
I don't think there's mirrors in Cantlor left.
No.
Question: can I recover the shoreside bolt I shot at?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's gonna.
Yeah.
Like it would have hit the deck when you were aiming at Karia. Okay. So it's wedged in there. Yeah. The university explodes and you're sailing off into the ocean. Are you sailing back to Karaki or are you teleporting back?
Teleport only is once a day, isn't it?
So I think the plan here would very much be we should set the ship on course for Karaki, and those who need to be at Karaki sooner can teleport there.
I would like to
The
point
next day.
out that we have about 3 times as many passengers as we were expecting to leave with. We're going to have to go somewhere else first before we get to Karaki.
I mean, depends. Do any of the brass cannons have the spell create food and water?
Is that a bard spell? Because if so, one of them certainly has, but they don't use it to create
We had
water.
stats. We had stats for the brass cans at some point with their spell lists.
Okay.
It is
I mean, yeah,
not
but
a bard spell. Artificer, cleric, or paladin.
Ooh.
Yay.
So the Ring of Teleportation. It uses 2 charges to cast Teleport, or 4 to cast, or 1 to cast Teleportation Circle. It has 4 in total, so I can do 1 more teleport until the next dawn.
I think resting for now. Get a long rest. Make plans for where the ship is going to go before we teleport out. Would be a good plan.
Can the head of the godhead who's with us cast create food and water? It's a cleric spell.
Absolutely. Yes, that's a good point.
And I can cast create food and water.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I've just realized.
Yeah, because if you have someone who could cast create food and water on a ship, you don't have to worry about supply.
He's not casting create food and water. He's casting Hero's Feast.
Yay.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all right.
So you're cured of all diseases, poison, and you become immune to poison, being frightened for the next day. Make all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Your hit point maximum increases by 2d10, and you gain the same number of hit points. These benefits all last 24 hours, so they'll actually pass by the time you reach Karaki. But up to 12 people can partake in that feast.
But yeah, I think having a long rest so everyone can rest before determining who's going to be sailing to Karaki and who's going to teleport there.
Wherever we're going, we should bring Sailor with us.
I start running the boat.
Okay.
I shift back into Hannah guys and run the boat because I get advantage while doing that.
Yep, absolutely.
And I'm going to take that long rest because I need it.
Well, me too, but I need to help run the boat.
It has been an awful day for Eao Dunwich.
Make me a wisdom water vehicles tools proficiency check.
Okay, let me just double check the rolling on this then for change link because it's my proficiency I get as for my cover identity. Why is your in the form of persona related proficiency? Oh, it's just doubled, so it's still disadvantaged but doubled. Annoying that.
Can I switch my proficiency ghost and switch to water vehicle proficiency to assist?
On your next long rest. This is before
Okay. Fair enough.
What's proficiency bonus at this level?
4.
So +8 plus wisdom, you say? So plus 9. Plus 9 with disadvantage. 18 or... with disadvantage annoyingly because of exhaustion. 12.
12's fine. 12's fine to navigate. You don't get lost. And on your next long rest, you're going to lose that exhaustion. So
Yay.
you're going to be...
I'm going to lose 1 level of it.
Yeah, that's right. You'll lose 1 level of it. But that should...
Which I'll still get disadvantage.
Ah.
At least I think because at the moment, because 2 levels of exhaustion is you're slowed.
Yeah, that's right. So you'll be back to normal speed now, and then 1 more day, and you'll be back to normal checks as well.
This is why I didn't do any jumping or running.
So you're making pretty good progress back. So the other question is, sort out who's teleporting, who's staying on the boat. You could all teleport, of course, gradually.
Yeah.
As long as you don't leave the fox there with the chickens, you'll be fine.
Yeah, with the chicken with the grain, yeah.
The grain's all up north.
I mean, most certainly, Eao is probably going to want to go back first. Very, very, very simply because she has to be there in like 5 days.
How long is the ship going to take to get to where it needs to go and then to Karaki? Yeah.
Hey,
This seems like an Eao Dunwich problem.
Yeah, I can take up to 8 people, so
You can all get there.
Anyone needs... Yeah. I looked at the crew as well. I looked at the crew and passengers. Anyone need to get to Karaki immediately? I do. And if Reynard is even trying to volunteer for this, I make sure he doesn't. He doesn't even think about revealing himself to the other three.
No, he's still in a barrel.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them are in a particular rush.
Ansel
Ansel wants to stay with Petra.
Ansel and Petra.
Well, they wouldn't mind it. Petra gets a bit seasick.
That's Ansel,
I mean,
Petra,
if you wanna-
Gargoyle, Grounded, Eao. That's 5 so far. I'm
Are
just
you
double
gonna
checking
stay-
no one else needs. I'm just making sure no one needs to jump off my boat.
Are you going to be staying with the ship?
I mean, it's my boat.
Yeah.
I need to make sure everyone is safe on my boat. I need to make sure my crew is okay.
What's Tarblock's behavior? We should probably take Tarblock with us, shouldn't
You
we?
probably
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
I'd probably argue we should probably take Alana with us as well, simply because I don't trust Alana with not only the dragons but the harpy children.
This Alana
yeah.
saved.
Unfortunately, yeah, the Harpy children count for 4 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a problem.
But again, we can do this over a couple days if need be.
Depends if Ground is going to you can only do this once per day, though, right?
Twice per day, but it depends. So the ring has 4 charges total. It costs 2 charges to use teleport, or 1. Well, actually, do we have a teleportation circle we could use somewhere in Karaki?
That's on the boat, no.
Yes. And the reason you can use it is because Eao Dunwich is a member of the Karaki government. So yes, you do have access to the Sundered
Okay.
City's teleportation circle.
Oh, they're gonna love a Noel.
So we can use teleportation circle instead for just 1 charge.
And then 2 to get back. So it
I mean,
doesn't matter either way.
I mean,
Grounded doesn't
Yeah.
have to teleport at
Yeah,
the same
Grounded-
time.
Okay.
Look, I'll just read this out. As you cast a spell, you draw a 10-foot diameter circle on the ground inscribed with sigils that link your location to a permanent teleportation circle of your choice, whose sigil sequence you know, and it's on the same plane as existence. A shimmering portal opens within the circle you draw and remains open until the end of your next turn. Any creature that enters the portal instantly appears within 5 feet of the destination
Got it.
circle or in the nearest occupied space if that space is occupied.
All right.
oh, so we could literally get anyone who wants off the ship now to Karaki right now.
Yep.
Yep.
You have the
They all
you have the
want
one creation, yes. Yes, Ao.
Oh yeah.
Then go take it to Karaki now.
So the question is, who all is going?
Main question, Nick. Could we sort of stretch that the entire ship could move through the portal?
Into the government building of Karaki?
Yes.
No.
No, that's wish spell material.
What is this Portal 2 ship?
I'm pretty sure the reason that Ao needs to get back to Karaki immediately is to avoid being voted out of office. I'm pretty sure a good way to get removed from office would be to have a boat smash through the government building.
You can get every single person on the ship back to Karaki right now if you want through a teleportation circle.
Gotta lose the ship.
Yeah.
You'd lose
It's
the
are
ship.
expensive.
You can leave the crew behind and have them sail to Karaki. Like, now that they're out of Cantler, it's just a case of following the stars.
They feel safe with that?
I would say that somebody who knows create food and water stay behind, simply because dropping into middle Karaki with was it like a dozen crystal dragons?
That is the question I was going to have is, are you teleporting
No, that is a bad idea.
prototype life forms into the seat of Karakian government?
That is a terrible idea.
Seems perfectly fine. Karaki's a free city.
Sure. If you want to believe
These are
that.
intelligent beings.
Yeah, no corruption going on here.
No.
I mean,
Eao
you
Dunwich
have
is a member of the government.
You have successfully argued in court that they are not.
I've argued that they're not in the eyes of Cantlaw, and Cantlaw has been righteously destroyed from on high by gods that know better. So I think we know which way everything argues.
Yeah, so I would say at the
It has been obliterated.
At the very least,
like Gomorrah or Sodom.
At the very least, Petra, Ansel, Eao, and Alana will be going. Does anyone else here wish to come along?
The crew will stay behind and watch the boat. It's pretty plain sailing now, so they're pretty confident they can do that.
Eao is insisting Alana comes along because Eao does not trust Alana.
Okay. Oh, I ask Tar Black what he wants to do.
We really should just bring him with us, regardless of what he wants to do.
Also, can I just roll inside to double check Tar Black does actually only speak Knoll and he's not just been messing with you the entire time?
Go for it.
I don't know, what if Tar Black has gotten like really along with the crew and has become another Bob?
Oh my god.
Tar Black's secretly a wizard.
Natural 20 for a 21.
Tar Black does not speak anything other than Knoll, but wherever you're going, he doesn't want to go with you.
Yeah.
I mean, if
that's
he's
fair.
going to be happier that way, then maybe the ship.
Yeah, so Grounded, you and your children coming?
Yep. I guess Tar Black's going anywhere I'm not going, so.
His new pack is Bob.
The Bobs, yeah.
What about you?
I'm going to teach
You
Tar
gotta be
Black
okay without an
knots.
interpreter.
Tar Black
Yeah,
nods.
Many victims on the high seas are going to rue whoever brought into existence Tarblack, the swashbuckling Knoll pirate.
Yes.
New
what about-
New character. Sorry.
What about you, Gargoyle? Are you coming along, or do you wish to stay with the ship?
The faster that we can resolve your problem, the faster I can get back home. So probably best I go with you.
I mean, regardless, I don't think we're going to fully resolve our problem until the ship's in port anyway. Even once we get there, it's going to take time to prepare an expedition into the null zone. The wand of creation is the minimum required to go through there. We still need time, resources, a plan. It's going to take.
Well, from what I've seen of the Guild of Icons, I don't think that I can leave you alone.
This is
superb.
Gargoyle's subtle way of not admitting that he's joining the Guild of Icons.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so it's everyone in the party except Hannah, who is staying with the ship.
Depends if you want me
Alana.
to join you or not. I'm not a member of the Guild of Icons. Do you want me to follow you back to Karaki?
I mean, this is very much your choice.
Hannah's secretly a
regardless-
vampire and needs to be invited in.
This is very much the choice of the choice of Hannah.
Oh no!
This is me as a player asking Nick, "Hi, do you want to run a 3-player session next time or a 4-player session?"
I don't mind.
Because
So-
I'll end up back for the sessions after that. It's fine.
well, I will tell you, little sneaky thing. The next session, you're going into the null zone. So, I mean, you can
Well,
that
this
can
session
be in
got-
2 weeks if you want.
So the next session is null zone stuff, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Not politics with Karaki stuff.
Nope.
Then yes, I'm coming with then.
Fine,
I wanted to avoid
lawyers.
politics. I wanted to avoid the politics with Karaki stuff. Was all.
Yep, you're
Well,
avoiding
we're
all
not-
politics. You're
You don't
going
want a
straight
session
into
of
the null
trade
zone.
negotiations?
No.
Trade negotiations.
The session would be the riveting debate between Eao Dunwich and Amos Davis Dupree.
Amos Davis Dupree. And of course the third candidate.
I will be coming back, and I'll also be pushing a barrel with me as I go for the teleportation circle.
Okay, so there's this blinding flash of light and you appear in the halls of Karaki in their teleportation circle. There are 20 people in plate armor holding crossbows levied at you, but they see Eao Dunwich come through, and the High Marshal gives a wave and says, all right, one of ours. You know, Dunwich, I almost shot you.
You can still shoot her.
And it.
No, I'm tempted.
Right there.
But if you shot me, then you wouldn't have a way to deal with the null zone.
Quite, and you are very rare. Did you know you're the only person coming to Karaki these days? Most are leaving. And you catch it, and she gestures towards a window, and you go and step outside. You are in the summer district for probably the first time in your life. Grounded. You're in there legally. Yeah.
No one here knows that.
But you go to the window and you see out there an orb of black energy, roiling black energy. It used to be about 2 miles across, centered over Silver Street. It is now 24 miles across. It is huge. It stretches into the sky in clouds, sort of bumping up against it and then sort of vanishing as they intersect with the null zone. And you know, deep down, no matter how long you prepare, that's your eventual destination. That's where we're ending tonight.
You also see a girl calling around, seeing she try to find her dog.
Yes, so that is the finale of the Cantlaw arc, and we have just Null left to go.
It's over. We've escaped the goddamn university.